Kids across the country are turning to a new trend that is quietly picking up a lot of steam, to the point where I finally need to say it out loud. Don't date your computer. The first thing we need to point out is this is not just about romantic relationships. This is also about interpersonal friendships as well. Kids, and adults for that matter, are more and more turning to AI to meet their emotional needs. And at first, it makes a lot of sense. It feels private, it feels safe, it feels like someone finally understands you, but on that other side isn't an actual person. It's an AI. And if there's one thing that this channel pushes, it's that just because AI is powerful doesn't mean that all of the ways we use it are necessarily good for us. And there's a fine line here. On one hand, using an AI to help you practice a conversation may be appropriate, but sometimes you actually have to go in and have the conversation. But more and more, teens are turning to AI chatbots. 72% have already tried to use an AI companion, and 1/3 of teenagers rely on AI for friendships or relationships. For some people, this just started as a small thing, but for a lot of people, it's turned into the primary source of their social interaction. And it makes a lot of sense. AI is always going to tell you what you want to hear. It's always going to say the thing that makes you feel good. But real relationships are supposed to be challenging. Sometimes your real friends are going to misunderstand you. They're going to push back. They're going to argue with you. And sometimes they're going to say no. But that is how we learn how to be a person with other people. And the end result of going through all of that difficulty is shared experiences and shared emotions. Because fundamentally, an AI can simulate like it's having emotions, but it can't actually feel the emotions. It can't go on the roller coaster with you and be scared sitting next to you, but a human can. And there's something about that connection that bonds us together foundationally that no AI is capable of replacing. But there are two other reasons why you want to hesitate with AI relationships. The first is the lack of pushback. With a human, it can notice when things aren't going the way they should be. For example, it could notice that you're tired and need to go to sleep, whereas an AI system may not recognize that you've had a long day and are in need of rest. Instead, it's just going to tell you what you want to hear. And sure, it's capable of doing some of the most complicated math and it knows some of the most challenging science, but it may not know what state of emotion you are currently in and how to be there for you in that situation. But another reason you want to hesitate is because of privacy. It may feel like you're having an intimate conversation with an AI, and it will never reveal your secrets to anyone else, but everything you tell an AI, it's going to remember. And it trains on that data, which means if you give it your name, your birthday, your mental health information, your deepest, darkest secrets, all of that information goes into their system, and they're going to keep it forever. So if you won't tell a corporation and all of the people who work for that corporation that information, you shouldn't be giving it to an AI system either. I'm not shaming anyone out there who's doing this. Loneliness is real, and the solution to it is not easy. You're gonna have to take a risk, but take that risk. Join an activity, join a sport, go talk to someone who doesn't have anyone sitting with them at the lunch table, or just use this phrase, hey, is anyone sitting here? Can I join you today? The vast majority of people are going to say yes, and you may not become best friends, but you keep doing this enough and you're going to get better at it, and you're going to find your people eventually. And that nervousness that you feel, that's just proof that you're human and you're going through this experience that we've all had to endure sometime. But the things that are worth doing are not always easy, but they're still worth doing. And just one practical tip, I think a lot of people out there think that everyone is focused on what they are doing, you specifically. But the truth is that everyone is too busy focused on what they are doing. And they're concerned what other people are thinking about them. So if you want a quick tip and trick, find a way to compliment someone. Make them feel good about themselves. Don't be disingenuous, but say something nice to somebody else, and you'd be surprised at how often this is the start of a friendship. Best of luck out there. Real relationships are awkward, but you should build them anyway. I'm Luke with Groovy Education, where we have trained over 250 schools on responsible AI integration. You can hire us using the link in the description below. If you're a teacher, you can also join our school community, where you gain access to my own personal prompt vault to help you build any resource you can possibly imagine in your classroom. But be sure to hit the like button so you can spread the love of this video, and also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. But until next time, see ya.